Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. Get into it, shall we? I think we have completed the cycle and it is back to Hellhorned. Let's begin. Only update I have for you at the start of this video is that the Monster Train discussion series is over. I went to record for it last night and I went, yeah, I don't really have anything to say anymore. Like, I don't have a card that I want to do a video on at this point. I'm gonna probably, I don't know, maybe do some mechanics videos, or I might just replace it with something else. We'll see. When the new update hits, Cranberry and I are going to be redoing our card review video, probably a lot faster than the last ones were because they were, we had to discuss every card and talk about what they did, and now we have a pretty good baseline out there. We're just going to update it and see what our opinions have changed on. Let's get into it, shall we? It's Diligent, red, yellow, Hornbreak, packed morsels, imp in a box. Hornbreak is an interesting starter because I don't know if I've started with this card in like, I don't know, 50 runs of Hellhorned. I very rarely feel like I see this card ever. You give me a Hell Pact? You give me a Hell Pact in Umbra? I'm interested. Firewall's really good. I'm gonna take Hell Pact. I think Hell Pact is greed, but I think that we can greed. It's almost always a good grab there. And we're going Wrathful today. We did start with Imp in a box as well, so if we get the ×5 event, we'll win. Like, we will just win the game off of the ×5. I'm pretty sure if you ×5 Imp in a box, you basically just win the game. Really strong starting set here. +4 is a little concerning. If I took Firewall, this is where the no Firewall is like, you should have taken Firewall, right? Should have picked it up so we could take this with confidence. I'm still going to take it, it's just with a moment of hesitation. But we can ping most of these. Oh yeah, we also have Hornbreak for this enemy. I forgot about that. Solid. Alright. Not bad, not bad. I think the next thing I'm gonna do for Monster Train is compile my win rate. Most likely. Next aim. I'm interested to see, because I'm going to do it in two ways, where I'm going to do my win rate in like overall win rate and then win rate over like the last 2 months when I've really started to actually become better at the game. I'm just going to throw a Train Steward out here. I am threatened, and I'm probably going to get hit by this Forged Disciple. Every time he gets hit, he increases his damage by 4. You're at 29. We're close, actually. We are pretty close here. If only he could attack. We're off by just a touch, unfortunately. Off by what? 2, right? 3. That's okay. Instead of doing that, then we're just going to ping off that 9-1 just in case something goes horribly wrong. And yeah. Alright. I think we take this. We take 6 for a unit draft, which I think is usually worth it. It's hard to say if it's worth it or not until we see what we get. But more options for units on this run does seem like a good get. We'll see what we are gifted today. I'd be surprised if we didn't win this anyway. Yeah. Chains isn't really that much of a scary boss to me. I think there is a bit of anti-synergy between Hellhorned and Umbra with armor and lifesteal, but it's not that bad. Hard for me to see a run where I don't pick Welder Helper. A Prismal Dust with Hell Pact is pretty solid. There is that anti-synergy with Prince wanting to get hit and such, however, Hell Pact on whatever backline unit we're taking is good. Now here's the question I want to pose. Is Horned Warrior better than Alpha Fiend here? That is a tough question to answer. So let's first talk about Crucible Collector and why I'm not going to pick Crucible Collector, and the answer is because the Rage Prince that we have is going to kill bosses, and he doesn't need a tank. Crucible Collector, he can 1v1 Seraph, of course, however, we don't need him to, because we're going to do that with Prince, and having multiple win conditions for bosses is kind of a waste of space. Horned Warrior is better upfront damage, and Alpha Fiend is better damage over time, is your brief summary here. Because we have the Prismal Dust, I do not fear Horned Warrior dying. I can pretty confidently make him do 80 damage per round, which is Pretty solid. Let's look at what our bosses are. It's Double Barrel Daedalus and it's Rage Fell. What does this mean for me? What does this mean for me? I'm not actually sure. This is a tough choice. I think I lean towards Horned Warrior because Horned Warrior lets me keep playing imps on the floor, whereas with Alpha Fiend I'd have to take space. I think Alpha Fiend's gonna fall off in the later, or would be stronger in the later game, however, you know, if I see one I will probably still pick one up. Like if I'm offered an Alpha Fiend here, I'll probably grab him. Large Stone, Rage 7, Damage Shield 2. Thinking about if I want to do like Large Stone Steelworker or something like that. I don't think I do. This is maybe a run for Rail Beater, because think about it. He knocks the enemy back, Horn Prince gets his Slay, and then Horned Warrior should kill whatever heavy got knocked back. That sounds awful. I'm gonna skip that. I think it is okay to roll this shop. None of these are what I'm looking for Horned Warrior, so it's probably fine to look. Even if we can't afford whatever this offers, it's still worth it. Yeah. The quick doesn't matter, and we get a +10 for Horned Warrior, which is solid. Okay, and he's gonna do a lot of damage. I may end up duplicating him as a play. Armor 10 here is not scary. It doesn't change the amount of damage. Oh, it does change the amount of damage. We'll take a little bit, right? Prince will kill one, so we'll end up taking. What was that? It's 8 for a unit draft. I think not. We're gonna take 8 because the 5/1 and the 2/1/1s, or the 3/1/1s, will go up. This is better. Better to be safe, because this way we end up taking nothing. Torch one of them. If the 1/1 goes up, it's fine. I'd rather give Prince the morsel here, and the lifesteal morsel is pretty solid. Nice. We catch Collector. And I will ping away a 3/1 so that we don't take any damage. Okay, I think that we're going to come out of this combat just fine. The long term for this deck is a little concerning. Horned Warrior isn't exactly the best. Hornbreak, maybe I should have considered because we have Hornbreak. Should have considered taking the trial. It's hard to bank on finding a Hornbreak in time though, I think. I don't really like doing that. Transcending. Have I even played an imp? No. And I guess I'll play. That's kind of weird. Alright, I suppose. I guess if I play these like this, I can ping this and kill the 5/1. Although killing the 5/1 is probably actually going to hurt me overall. I don't think it matters though. Weird. He's also, yeah, he would have just been a 1/1 if I didn't play these. Yeah. Very strange. Very, very strange. Alright. Oh, decent start here. Decent start. I'm not super confident in Horned Warrior solo carrying me, however, he can probably do it. Oh. 3 imps. You get all 3 of the common imps. Which one are you picking here? That's a great question. We already have Welder Helper. Do I think Fledgling Imp is super valuable? Yeah, I think it's okay to have with Horned Warrior. Our big fear is not being able to push out enough damage to kill some later game enemies. Adding some rage onto an ideally multi-striking Horned Warrior plus Hornbreaker Prince should be a solid line. And plus, if we end up ×5ing, we do want to have that. Base Prism's good as well. If we ×5 Imp in the box, we want to guarantee ourselves at least 1 Rage Imp for the potential Transcend Imps, among other things. I do kind of want to just duplicate Imp in a box. I'm not gonna, because I think the right path is better. Drop Cage, we have no movement, so I'll just take Winged Indulgence. Hellhorned Banner is Demon Fiend. I don't think we're going to be accommodating on this run. Sorry, buddy. And... oh, Heaven's Gold. Yeah, although Gift of Gratitude is really cool with Hell Pact, right? It is an extra 120 gold for free. However, Heaven's Gold is just a game winner. If you just trust me. If you're not picking Heaven's Gold, you should. It's a game winner. Our big problem is potential strife from double heavies. This is solid. Not salad, which is something else, but solid. Alright, so these guys are all gonna hit zeros if I just leave them. Oh, that's kind of weird. Winged Indulgence means that Hornbreaker Prince gets less rage unless I... And I lost space top 4. Maybe I'm gonna play bottom 4 here? Kind of risky, but... 16. He'll die unless I put a morsel in front of him. I guess I'll play top 4. We'll just wait for a space prism before I can play imps, which is okay. Middle 4... We could have him take 10 and just... Yeah, you know what? I actually kind of like the middle 4 more. Yeah, I think that this is better. It's a shame it's double barrel, but I think I do want him to get hit and start stacking up that big boy rage. So we'll just do that, and then it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So I am putting myself in a bit of a rough spot here. If I draw poorly, I need to be able to ping off or chump 2 of these, but it's unlikely that we die here. Welder Helper, Imp in a Box, Pack Morsels, Fledgling Imps, 2 Hornbreaks, Prismal Dust, Shade Splitters. The only thing that could really kill me is like 3 Train Stupids, 2 Dead Weights, right? That draw will put us away, but you know what? If we draw that, that's okay. Take me. On average, this play should end up being the right one. It should set us up for a solid combat here. I guess I did leave myself open to potentially dying to a double barrel in a bad spot, however. Open this up. Lifesteal Morsel is good. Is Lifesteal Morsel good? Hang on. So... If I Lifesteal Morsel... Okay, let's look at it, right? If I Lifesteal Morsel, I have to Torch Hornbreak here. He'll be at 15. Right? So this is the line of putting Lifesteal Morsel behind him. Torch Hornbreak here, he'll be at... Not at 15, he'll be at 11. And he'll be threatened by 9. So if an explosive goes down on his floor, he dies, but that's always the case. We just have to not lose this 1 and 3. As long as we don't, if we don't die here, I think that we are fine. As long as Daedalus doesn't put us away right now. If Daedalus puts us away right now, that is unfortunately the way of it. Can I can't save this Train Steward. I'm wondering if... No, because Daedalus doesn't care if there's a player on the floor or not. He can put this bomb anywhere, I'm pretty sure. I talked about this in co-op with Cranberry. I think there might be a set number of like ways that Daedalus spawns bombs. I'm still trying to figure this one out. But essentially I'm thinking it might be seeded how he spawns bombs. Like there's only a certain number of patterns that he can follow. You're getting 6 rage, which is plus 12, so if I ping you one more time, you'll lose 2, but then you'll kill this enemy for me? No, he'll die. I have to ping this as well. I don't think that was right. Yeah, that was wrong. That's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Well, wait. Thank you, Torch. Thankfully we are Hellhorned, so I don't just lose because he puts a bad bomb on me. However, as a few of the other factions, that would have just been the end. I think I do... So if these guys go up, I take nothing. I'm just missing Rage and potentially some armor here for letting them go. So do I want that? That's the question. Or do I just want to ping away this imp? If I ping away this imp, I am taking 1 from the Forged Disciple. I think it is better to do this. This way I'm gonna do this because we'll get more armor out of it, right? He'll take 6, but he gains 4 extra armor that he would have otherwise missed. And we also, yeah, okay, I think this line was correct. Let's see what's in the Imp in a Box. Oh, a Fledgling Imp. I think I will just have this Fledgling Imp stay. Because he's doing plenty of damage. Yeah, okay. I think we have done enough here to win. This is an interesting one because I imagine that most people would put Brandon Warrior above Horned Warrior on their Warrior tier list. However, here I am. Team Horned Warrior. I do like Horned Warrior's raw damage output. I'm gonna go ahead and put 5 damage shield onto Hornbreaker Prince because I think that that is just gonna absolutely take it home here. Solid. Didn't even have to utilize the Heaven's Gold. I brought a drink up here with me when I came to begin. Oh, it's Transcendent. Yeah, we're gonna go imps. Definitely. You're gonna offer me a Transcendent here? I'm gonna go for it. Give me one moment. I'm gonna crack open this cold one. There we go. It's a particularly loud noise, so I don't want to, you know, shock your ears, perhaps. I said I might take Alpha Fiend. I am not going to take Alpha Fiend. Now that we have Transcendent locked in, our plan is pretty straightforward. We are not going to be picking up Alpha Fiend. And that's okay. How do I feel about Fel? I feel fine. I think we're going to grab Draw here. We have the Space Prism, so it's not too bad on the Imp front. I think that Draw to draw more Imps is solid, and then probably pick up Energy. Probably draw Energy on this run. We'll see. Maybe we can afford Draw. It's kind of up in the air. Go left here. Removing Train Stewards, removing Shade Splitters, removing the cards that do nothing in this run, basically, which there are a lot of, is important. And also we want to find that multi-strike or an Endless. Yeah, okay. Not on the Imp. That is really good. Yep, that's just really good. We want to hold our money for now. We have like a bit of a rocky section here, but then we should just take this run all the way. Train Steward is in the way, but I think that Shade Splitter is also in the way. And there's not going to be a whole lot of upfront damage that I need to chump block with Shade Splitters anymore, I don't think. Double Barrel Daedalus should be the end of Hornbreaker Prince getting threatened by raw damage output. Take Wrathful 2. I have thought about that multi-strike. I've tried that multi-strike line. I do actually think there's a place for Wrathful 2 multi-strike 1, and it is if you have Deranged Brute. If you have a Deranged Brute on your run, you can probably go for it. 105, you're going to be doing 25, yeah, we already killed that. It's fine. A-okay to take this trial. It's 25 and 80, which is already 105 baseline. So we're going to crush this. I feel fairly confident in saying. Open up the Imp box. Welder Helper and Impish Scholar. I think I may as well Impish Scholar here. I think it is incorrect to Imp in a box at this point, because we can just draw those two Imps. We'll have to draw those Imps separately, whereas with Imp in a box. Or, yeah, with the Imp in the box, we just draw them separately. Correct, that's how I want to phrase that. And now we just let our Prince scale. There really are a lot of cards to remove from this. The Train Stewards and the Shade Splitters can all go away. Although the Train Stewards do catch me a Collector here, so... And they even he eats a Rebel Morsel. Good enough. We just have a lot of stuff that can be removed here with confidence. I guess one thing to consider is that I'm not going to have a great time giving my Prince armor here. It's going to be a bit of trouble, however, that's okay. I can just chump block this if I really fear it, which I think it's okay too. He doesn't need the rage that much. Could ping away this haste, but why? And the healer is just worthless. I think it's best to just play the Train Steward, I guess. I don't know. Nothing feels too impactful there. Right, these waves aren't going to hurt us that much. This one is the only one that even has any real punch to it. But I think we're gonna... If we just Imp, Torch, Imp, I think we just handle it. It's just a bunch of rage, which is obviously not crazy. What the hell? We can also, I guess, with these morsels... What on earth? Alright, I guess we're gonna also take 6 off of the armor here. Sure. I did accidentally float 2 morsels on it. I didn't even look. I accidentally did it on accident, by the way, is how I was gonna phrase that, because my words, they are good. I have good words. Off by 5 here. Is there any way we don't end up off by 5 here? I think not. I think that with this draw, it's always off by 5, unfortunately. Means that we just take... it's not even that bad, right? I didn't do this intentionally, but we ended up exactly on the interval. We'll kill him in 2 rounds, we'll only take 10. Which for a random artifact is solid. Is there anything we can do here? Anything clever? Let's think about it for a second. So we're always going to hit the Space Prism here first. Let's get that out of the way. I don't think there's anything clever to be done here. Oh, there is. Yeah, there is. Wait. So our Imp boy has to finish this off, right? Let's do the math. You're taking 1 hit, so you're gaining 3 rage. I think if we ping our own Hornbreaker Prince, it's... I'm not going to do the math, because this is the only way that we could ever even consider it. Yeah. So what happened there was we were off by 5 because Transcendent was punching Clip Defender. We hit our own Hornbreaker Prince. Once he gets hit, he'll kill this Clip Defender. Exactly. Those three lifesteal morsels on the bottom 4 actually made the difference between us taking 10 and not. What a world. Thanks, buddies. Solid. Okay. Very clean. Close, but clean. And we do not wish to kill the haste here. Letting this guy go up at lower health is better. Solid. Throw this one into the wind. By the way, bosses do not heal. No worries there. And does say specifically no boss healing allowed. And we're there. There's our second imp in a box. Oh, baby. That's the imp in the box you like to see right there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get to play everything off of this, but you know. We'll see. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have pack morsels. Never mind. Too bad. Alright, whatever. A solid combat overall. I think that raging up the Horned Warrior is going to be a good line. We just need... Oh, Bandit and Umbra. Is this good? Let's think about it for a second. Here's the question. Is this bad? I don't think it's bad, per se. It should just always generate me something to throw into Hornbreaker Prince as either a tank or just like a little lifesteal or a little +4. I think it's okay to take this, because the main reason I'm going to take this is in case we find... Oh, Impish Scholar's really good here. In case we find anything that synergizes well with it. Prism Retrieval is not bad. Like, this card cast at 0 lets us just play an imp for free. Most likely. Which is good. I think that ending a turn with this and just getting a free imp that also has +15 is solid. Although it does kind of mess with the... Oh wait, this opens us up to some whack infinites, right? So there's an infinite here I've seen only on the daily, because I'm not sure you can actually achieve this on a regular run, but here's how it goes. We'll need to start by purging most of the cards in this deck, as most infinites are, and then we need to hold over Imp, Important Work, Endless Transcendent, and then we need the Ashes of the Fallen. And what happens is after you... Or we just need a second Impish Scholar, I guess. Yeah, that would work as well. And then when you Impish Scholar, you play through the deck, you play out all your units, and then you play your Endless Transcendent, you then kill it with the holdover Imp, Important Work, play it again, and it'll bring back Prism Retrieval Imp in a box. Kill it through some means. I don't know what the means are. And then, I think that... Hang on, how does this work? Because this wouldn't work, right? You wouldn't get the holdover Important Work back. There's some... I think you need another draw card. There's something fucked you can do here, but I don't actually know how to do it. So I think we're just going to avoid it. There's nothing I need over here, except for the Concealed Caverns for an X5. We're just going to go right, though. Check the artifacts. Seeing multiple artifacts here seems solid to me. I'm ready to purge 2 Train Stewards. Is to the point where kind of overexpensive. Firestone Housing is not bad for Horned Warrior. Giving him another multi-strike is massive. Giving him another +10 is pretty solid as well. We'll see. The other 2 are pretty rough there, so maybe not. Shade Lamp. I don't need Shade Lamp. Hammered Chestplates is also bad because it makes it harder to kill off our own imps with torches. And Shade Lamp is just too much. I'm just going to skip it. Ah, okay. I think that both of those actively hurt us. Now, do I want one of these? Not really. I think I'd rather save my extra 30 pyre damage than buy Firestone Housing here. I could buy 2 removals. If I'm gonna buy removals, I can do them ahead of Fell, though. Although, maybe not, because I think I might go right path here. Duplicate Imp in a box, remove 2, gain some Pyre health. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop 15 Pyre, attack for 2 removals here. I think that's fine. We'll still kill enemies in similar intervals. I mean, we drop our interval from 2 to 3, essentially, by going down to 45, which is something I'm okay with, because enemies should not be reaching our Pyre anyway. Overall, I think it's fine. I'm gonna remove Shade Splitters and a Train Steward, and that's a-okay with me. Alright, let's hit it. I think we do potentially struggle against stealth here. Yeah, potentially. A +6 on this combat is scary, however, it's only really scary if we lose space top 4. We don't have great answers to killing them, however, we can just torch them, right? We have 5 torches, 2 horn breaks, 7 of our cards are pings. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I guess we'll see. I do die a lot picking trials on this specific combat with the stealth enemies. No space lost top 4, please. Ah, thank you. I think we still set up top 4, unfortunately for myself. I think we just have to. It's okay. I mean, we end up killing most of this stuff anyway. It's just a shame because we may lose some imps. We set up this morsel for to catch this in 15 too. It's okay. Another lifesteal morsel. Hey, this lets me kill the collector. Very cool. Let's see what's in our imp box. Fledgling Imp and Impish Scholar. Impish Scholar, pretty cool here. I think I have to play him down here, so we're gonna end up feeding this tank some free armor. And we did get Imp in a box back, very cool. No Pyre Chomper. Very sad about no Pyre Chomper there. Okay, so we're gonna just play Morsel Excavator here so we catch Collector. And then I think we're gonna double Horn Break the Clip Defender away. I feel like that's the way to go here. We're gonna end up floating a bunch of imps, but that's fine. I think it should be fine. And then we're just gonna keep hanging in there here. Here's our Space Prism finally. God, he's gonna be so large. Impish Scholar Fledgling Imp coming up. Put this Rebel Morsel away. I think we just Welder Helper, ping it, and then Prism Retrieval. Fledgling Imp is a pretty good one to get there, actually. I think he's good enough to just leave here as a 21-1. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll probably kill him off when we get around to Transcendent again, but should be fine. He should help us kill this enemy enough, right? I think he should let us kill this enemy. Take a look. Does he? Yeah. Whereas otherwise, I think we would see a little trouble there. Alright, Impish Scholar, what's inside? Another imp in a box. Great work. Very proud. Very nice. Got me another Fledgling Imp. I cannot ping this imp on the top 4 because I think this overcharged tank gaining 10 armor plus is plus 35 on his health, which is just too much. I'm not going to do the math. It's just too much. I'm almost certain of it. What we're going to do is we're going to just, I don't know, do this shit, I guess. I guess we're going to do that. Honestly, I might even just damage shield the Scholar here. What a strange 4. Alright. Yeah, and then we just float morsels. I guess, maybe Umbra was a mistake to hang on to. I don't know. It's hard to say. Drop a Molting Imp here, and then we actually take nothing from this as well. The Imp 4, dude, it's too powerful. Run, you little baby. Okay, I'm gonna ping this guy away before this guy, ping away our top 4 boy before the Harvester goes up there, so I can just play a Transcendent next turn, ideally. We do need to get a lot of armor. Although I guess it's just gonna be a lot of rage. This boss might kill us. What if we played an Imp? 1 Fledgling, 1 Scholar, 1 Welder, plus what's up here, which is a sec. So, yeah, okay, we played a lot of imps. What's in here? Torch. What's in here? Okay, so it is time to just drop Transcendent. So start with a Rubble Morsel to eat around. We're gonna probably play both. We should kill these Silent Marksmen because we can just chump away all of this stealth with imps. Okay, I'm gonna play. Well, let's play Transcendent first. He gives us 40 armor. He gives us a bunch of rage. I think he might set us up for a +4 here. Yeah, indeed. Very nice. And then we torch these two away, I suppose, and just Prismal Dust for 4. I wanted to leave. I left the energy open instead of playing Fledgling Imp there because I wanted to, in case I reformed Imp in a box, be able to potentially play another Weller Helper. Excuse me, I was overcome there. So we clear all the stealth with this floor. That's just interesting now, isn't it? Yeah, you can see where the Abandoned Umbra starts to get a little messy once we get into Relentless as well. Are we good here? I think we're good here. Yeah. A little close, but it's okay. With Abandoned Umbra pickup, I think that this was a wrong take. I should have skipped it. However, it's okay. We'll probably end up taking space as a result. I don't think I need a second Impish Scholar. Last Stand is not bad, though. We are generating a reasonable amount of rage for this card to be useful. I think so. Kind of want to -1 permafrost it. Engine upgrade, I don't want to sacrifice space on this one. However, energy is value. Yeah, actually this is good because I'm going to take space from Fel now for sure, and we'll have all 3 angles covered. Any run where you can cover all 3 angles and get space draw and energy, I think is good. Definitely a right path take here. I planned for this. So what might not be a wrong idea at this point is to remove some of the lesser useful consume cards, namely Packed Morsels, so they don't clog up Impish Scholar's returning of Imp in a box. Right? Might not be a bad line. I think so. I'm gonna remove 1 Packed Morsels and 1 Shade Splitter here. We've gotten to do a lot of removals on this run, which feels good. I've gone to every removal, I'm pretty sure. And duplicate Imp in a box if I can find it. That's solid. Alright, Rage Fel. Remember that this is Rage Fel. I need to, when I see Prismal Dust, put it on Horned Warrior. And also, please don't take space from my top 4. Thank you. I would prefer no space loss top 4 Fel. If you don't mind. Thank you. Very kind. And we get our Prismal Dust right away. He doesn't need a ton. He needs, I think there's a total of 3 sweep enemies on a combat with sweep usually. I'm pretty sure that Pyre Wings, there's 3 on Seraph the Chase, there's 3 on the Pyre Wings combat, and I think there's 3 on Rage Fel. And then the other sweeps are boss sweeps. So he should only need 3. And I'm okay with betting on that. I don't want damage shield. Alright. I suppose we'll see if I'm incorrect, but I believe this is a 6-round combat. I think there might only be 2, come to think of it here. 50-50 on Impish Scholar here. Let's see what you got, buddy. Nice. I'm just gonna leave it in the deck as we have been doing here. Let it chill. Play the imps and then we'll just play that one later. That's fine. More imp in a box is good. I feel okay about this one here. Feel just fine about it. Don't feel crazy strong, don't feel crazy weak. You can see the big problem is that it's Rage Fel, and if we are not careful, our Hornbreaker Prince will just get removed from the existence pool. Crack this open just in case. Yeah, there's a Pyre Chomper. Cracked it open on the wrong floor. That is my mistake. Won't happen again, I swear. Maybe I wanted to ping one of these away. I kind of want to ensure myself against a unfortunate turn of events, however. Also kind of hard to do that. Pack morsels... I think it's fine. I don't think we need to min-max too much on the imp generation here. I think it's okay to just go like this. Okay. I don't want to last stand now, do I? The 53? It's not the worst, I guess. I want to last stand when Prince will start one-shotting heavies off of it, though. Although that might be pretty soon here. It's not wrong to just pop it now. Hard to say. Honestly, kind of hard to say. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it just to get it out of the deck. It also might just come back off of Transcendent, which would not be the worst. I think that that's fine. We make the deck a little more consistent. She's raged the top floor. This does put us, of course, in a bad position, but everyday fighting Fel is putting myself in a bad position. I was about to say me-self there, as if I were Popeye. Meep ma meep meep, as they say. What's in here? There's a Shade Splitter in here, and then we have Train Steward Weller Helper in here. Just considering the best way to go about this. I want to maximize my greed here. I always think I need to ping one of those away. So now this is what I was talking about with Rail Beater, by the way. This is the exact example I'd like to give where a Rail Beater would not have been bad here, because Rail Beater would knock this Clip Reflector away, Hornbreaker Prince gets to kill the Quill Marksman, and then these two clean up the heavy anyway. Right now his damage is just kind of wasted. Which is fine, it's to be expected, of course. Just interesting to have considered Rail Beater there. I'm gonna wait for a bigger payout on Transcendent. I'll ping away this imp. And then we're just gonna draw one of two cards for free here. Train Steward is fine. It really doesn't matter. We remove two more cards from the deck's ecosystem there. Yeah. Please don't rage top floor again, Fel. I will be very unhappy. Thank you. It's a tough one here. It is a tough one. We are basically relying on... we're relying on our ability to transcend him for enough armor to win the game here, essentially. That's what we're looking at right now. We need to transcend him for enough armor to win the game. Can I ping you up to enough here? Let's do the math real quick. 95, you're going to gain... Is it 6 rage, which is plus 12? So you're going to gain 9 rage total, which is plus 18. Does that put you at 95? It doesn't. It puts you at... It's 85, so you're off by 10. Too bad. I think it's still right to double ping, because 22... Yeah, you're at 32, you're at 27. If this floor gets raged, you're dead no matter what. I'm going to have to... utilize Imp in a Box or Transcend Imp to save you, and if that floor doesn't get raged, I think it should be enough for you to take a kill. And maybe start scaling your armor up, we'll see. Please don't rage top floor, Fel. Thank you. You've been very kind to me on this combat, Fel. Was I incorrect? I was incorrect, huh? I didn't think about that. So what is it? It's plus 12 again, which puts you at 95. Yeah, I mean, we'll get there, of course. Alright, Impish Scholar, don't let me down here. Ah, wow. Nice work, buddy. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a very... This is going to be... We're going to go from, oh man, this one's close. This is a swing turn right here. This is one of those turns that makes you go, oh man, are we dead? To, oh man, we are not dead. Oh my. Not the greatest. Not the greatest pulls from Transcendent there. Still pretty solid. However, nothing to really write home about there. Prism Retrieval is of course worthless. However, he did just give us 10 energy plus 2 X cards, so I respect the hustle there, Transcendent. Honestly, it might be right to keep him alive and just dust him times 13 here. Keeps him alive from a Master of Light sweeping, and he'll just chill, right? He'll vibe, he'll tank for Horned Warrior. Yeah. Now this is the part, like, this deck hits a point where it just stops doing things, and we're there. This deck is a 10-card deck that is just torches and horn breaks at this point. What we need is we need something to keep doing, which is of course going to be endless, preferably on the Transcendent. Yeah, because now we just sit here, we just chill. Also looks like I am correct, he had 3 damage shield, there's actually only 2 Masters of Light on this combat, interestingly enough. Thought there were 3. We'll just hit Fel. No, I should ping one of these. 12 damage on Fel is not nothing. We take it, it's just weird. Maybe we don't take it. I think the 13 damage shield on the Imp should be enough time for Fel to die. However, it is a strange one overall. I'm gonna go ahead and chump block that. And we'll probably do the same to this guy. I should be hitting Fel. No reason to hit him. He always dies at the right timing. Okay. Just a strange one overall. Very odd. Right, this is the imp runs where you don't end up with like a remove consume imp in a box or an endless imp they're always strange to me because we just sit here now, right? Like I did the big swing right when I needed to, but it's not that much, you know? Like there's nothing else to do, we just sit there. We just wait. This is good. And now we take space. And I think that is okay. We cover all 3 angles, and now... So the big question is, what are we doing after we play all our cards out? The answer right now is actually nothing. It may be worth it to come over here to fish for an endless, however, I'm gonna hit this one for an endless, and we're gonna go right. Yeah, gonna go right, gonna grab the vortex, the artifact, perhaps something useful in the shop as well. Go ahead and remove a train steward and probably the last shade splitter. Although I don't want to remove too many spells, but then again, there's not really a spell that I'm dying to hold on to here either. Get rid of pack morsels, because it is diligent, right? Don't forget it's diligent. However, all of the important spells are consume anyway, so it doesn't really get impacted by diligent. I think Scorching Restraints is pretty big here. I don't want to move down to middle floor. The extra space isn't that huge. An extra 3 rage is not negligible, for sure. Especially on a run where we're going to be nickel and diming those early rounds. It's all pretty worthless. Just make these cards cheaper, I guess. Adding consume doesn't matter. The reason it doesn't matter is because Impish Scholar already has so much clutter to hit that hitting a torch is going to be unlikely anyway, because we're probably hitting one of these cards, right? There's already a lot of consumes. But then again, is it really worth it? Maybe not. I'm gonna look for Permafrost. I think Permafrost is the only upgrade I actually care about here. Put it on Last Stand. And now we just guarantee a Last Stand after all of the... Yeah, after all the nonsense, we guarantee a Last Stand now, which is solid. Alright. This run is strange. If we can take this trial, we're probably going to win. Although I'm not 100% sold that we beat Seraph. I don't think we take this trial either. No way. This is a scary combat. 190 health. If if it's like 1 or 2 enemies go by, you just go, alright, well, that's just a lot of damage. It's not quite as much. It's only 2 of them going by would only be 60, but still. Let's not roll the dice, right? Okay, what's inside? Fledgling Imp. Molting Imp is huge. Every Molting Imp they give me is just very nice. And then we are still going top floor here. Even with the space loss, it's a-okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah, fine. Acceptable. I think this is the only double heavy spawn here. I'm not 100% certain. I don't actually know this combat too well. Either hit here is good off of Impish Scholar as well. I'm not too worried about it. Imp in a box is the better one, but I wouldn't be mad about the other one there. Thank you, Pyre Chomper. I think I do greed for the money here. I think we can afford to. Pretty sure anyway. And honestly, it's not a bad idea to just take a really big Fledgling Imp off of this, right? He'll help even out what is otherwise going to be relatively awkward on the early rounds here. And having an extra, what is that, 41 damage is not bad, plus a little more. Yeah. I'm gonna torch the Welder Helper though. I don't want him here. 36 because I torched. But still, that does actually even things out quite a bit. I guess this guy is worth more damage, and he's worth 8. How strange. Scorching Restraints does turn these units into, it's like every unit that you play gets a Fledgling Imp cast on him, which is solid. I think, anyway. It's not bad. At least. So we do want to do our best here to kill off Shadewings where we can, and we can. We don't want to let them rampage through us. Okay, we'll start torching this boy up. Try to get Mr. Hornbreaker Prince to a very large attack number, or just a high enough rage number, basically, that he'll start to one-shot off of Last Stand. Okay, now this wave right here, you give me a Molting Imp and I will be very excited. That's okay. Honestly, Fledgling Imp is not that bad here. Too bad I can't spike and then play Last Stand. It's okay. Not the end of the world. By Last Stand here, do I get hit? Let's look. It's an extra 32. Put him at 104. I think I would still get hit. No, wait, no, I wouldn't. Because the... No, I would, yeah, I would. I would. Because Horned Warrior will not do enough here. Interesting. How does this change my line here? Does it change my line here? Perhaps. I'm worried about this floor, of course. I guess I might end up just Transcendenting this floor. Yeah. Since we're gonna get hit here regardless, I think it's going to be better to torch Fledgling Imp instead of trying to Last Stand here. We'll just save it for a better turn. Although it might not be bad. I might just drop this as well. Yeah, I don't hate this. Do 12 rage, 12 armor here. But I think I should put it on the back boy. Giving him another 12 rage just means that our Last Stand is stronger. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna play it out like this though, because we're going to end up Transcendenting and then Last Standing. This is fine to me. I think that is the way we want to go, and then I'm gonna throw this Prismal Dust out on the... I guess... I'm gonna probably keep this 56 around, so we'll just Prismal Dust him. Probably not gonna keep the 13 one around. And we'll take 10 and that's fine. Or 9 rather. This wave scares me. Transcendent unfortunately has arrived at the wrong time. This is okay. What have I played so far? 1 Welder, 1 Pyre Chomper, 2 Molting, 1 Scholar, 1 Fledgling Imp. The question I have to ask myself here is, do I have to Transcend him this floor? This is what we have to pose. I think not. Because we have 2 torches coming up. I can torch through one of these Shadewings. So the damage threat is only 18 and 28. 18 and 28 is what? It's 46? Which he'll be above. Okay, I'm gonna greed. We're gonna greed for it. I'm gonna Transcend Imp up here. But first, throw away the Morsel Excavator. I can torch Imp. I cannot torch Imp Torch. I have to torch Transcend Imp. Yeah, so we'll go like this. Torch. Oh, but what I can do actually instead is I can, since I'm not going to end up, no, I need to torch one of these Shadewings. Right, but since I get energy off of this Transcend Imp, I should Fledgling Imp so that I get the extra rage. Then we drop that guy. Brings back Imp in the box. Yo, give me Molting Imp. Oh, oh, baby. What did I tell you? Molting Imp has a great tendency to just show up exactly when you need him. Oh, Molting Imp. You're my boy. Okay. I think it's fine to just last stand here. He'll start killing every enemy that arrives. He'll get a bunch of armor. He'll get a bunch of rage. I'm pretty sure we take this combat off of that. It's a really weird one because if I fuck up, I don't get a second chance on this. We have to just have our one turn that we take be the winning turn. If we get one big turn, we take that one big turn and we either win or we lose. Without any other option. You either create a 4 that looks like this, that's massive and crushes, or Prince dies along the way and we just hit the ground. Bloated carcass falling. It's crazy because we kept in all these torches because I wanted them for imps and I'm just using them to ping Shade Wings 3 times because there's nothing better to do at this point of the game. Alright. Will we kill Seraph off of this? It is hard to say. I think it is very difficult to say if we'll kill Seraph off of this, but we'll get to Seraph off of this, which is good enough for me. It's a very high damage output sort of setup we have going here, I suppose is the important thing. High DPS means we need lower numbers. Yo, Imp in a box. Easy choice there. Ember Cache is not the worst. It gives us 3 or like 4 more cards to play into Diligent. Yeah, I like this. We have a bunch of X cards as well. I think it is solid to grab. Okay. We're gonna go right. If we see Endless, cool. If we don't see Endless, that's also fine. Duplicate Imp in a box. Remove 2 more cards. Probably gonna go ahead and remove the Shade Splitter for sure. And then before I make the other choice, we'll go look at the Trinket Shop. Collection of Tails is probably a no-brainer here. Merchant of Steel has Endless. Okay. Okay, we win. Yeah, never mind. We won. Yeah, we just won. I don't have anything else to say here. Never mind. We won the game. Go ahead. I'm actually going to duplicate Space Prism here. We're going to need it. With all of these imps we're about to play. Last card to remove. I think it should be... Honestly, might not want to remove anything. I'll remove 1 torch. It should be okay. So this one's going to get a little wacky. They gave, you know, we're just going to see some big numbers here. It's not even Chase to rain on our parade, too. I took the extra Space Prism so that we always are able to set top 4 with confidence. I don't even have to think about it, even if we lose a little space. I don't think we needed another Imp in a box here. So we are going to, of course, take a bunch of curses from Purifiers. I wonder if that changes my opinion of where we should set ourselves up. Good question. Put a Pyre Chomper down here. Do I think we should set up bottom floor here now? I think not. I think the more time is important. We will just have to deal with Purifier damage, and that's okay. But we might want to set up middle floor, just so we have a little more time here. Right, a little more time before Seraph reaches us. 1 more round to get that perfect turn off seems not bad. I think that this is okay. It's a good compromise. It feels about right to me. Throw a Molting Imp out here. I could push 7. I think it's better just to do this thing here. Alright. We'll see. The Purifiers cause some trouble, but it shouldn't be that bad. There's just a lot of extra garbage added to the deck here, which concerns me slightly. Burn the box. Pyre Chomper, really good get out of Imp in a box. I don't think you need me to tell you that, but like, I'm very happy that I've gotten Pyre Chompers. Don't have to think too hard about everything here. I think it's correct to break the horn on the Light Wings. I don't see a reason not to save that 15 there. Probably going to be good to draw the Fledgling Imp as well. I don't think I'm super concerned with killing this Gilded Wings. I think I am more concerned with leaving the space open here. Also, he still dies from the rage anyway, so that's fine. Okay, and the faster we get our Prince to the point that he's one-shotting the heavies, the better off we are. I also might want to just throw something top 4 to clean up these these boys. Yeah. Ugh. Tough one. What have I played so far? 1 Molting, 2 Pyre Chomper. Okay. I don't care about this damage, I guess. I mean, I care about it, but there's nothing I can really do about it. I guess it's just a question of, do I want to play the Transcendent to stop a Purifier hit here? I think I don't. I think it's better to just drop this here and make my Prince more survivable. Plus we stack up a little more Rage. Oh yeah, and we overpower this floor. There was also the added benefit of we might overpower the floor. I didn't do the math because I didn't feel like it. Just throw this down here, and we'll hold the Welder Helper. We're close. We are close to Prince just starting to scale like crazy. The damage on the Pyre doesn't really matter that much. We have enough Pyre health to just take it. First drop our Space Prism. Nothing too interesting to play here, honestly. Like nothing too crazy here. Honestly, not much at all to play here, really. I'm gonna go ahead and ping away the Transcendent while I can. I'm gonna take 5 from a self-mutilation, but that's okay with me. And again, I'm just gonna let these hits go. I don't think I'll die. I think we'll scale up. The big concern, I guess, is that there's a bunch of Wiltwings that are just going to take the Prince's hits, which makes our heavy killing a little more questionable. However, this is that turn where we get to go a little insane, I believe. Yeah, okay. So just make sure I leave 1 space open on this floor. Yeah, 1 space needs to be left on this floor for a Transcendent to be put in play. Transcendent does a lot of work here. We're gonna go ahead and I guess do everything else on the bottom floor here. So we'll put down a Welder Helper. We'll put down an Impish Scholar. He'll bring us back an Imp in a box. Great work. Oh my god. I will put 1 more Welder Helper on this floor. 2 Welder Helpers off of that Imp box is pretty good. I think I care about the armor a little more than the Rage. And Transcendent. Yeah, that's a pretty big swing turn there, I would say. And we even get more Imps out of it too. Just an absurd amount of Imps. Oh, Imp in a box start. You are my favorite. Very swiftly becoming one of my favorite starters because we get to make floors that look like this. And we just do 78 damage to this guy because I created 6 Imps this turn. 1 Welder Helper left in the deck. Okay. Pretty sure we're basically there. I think that I'm gonna wait till last stand. These 2 Welder Helpers are gonna stay on this floor. Well, I might end up Prism Retrievaling the other Welder Helper. Actually, maybe I should do that. In here? No. I guess there's no reason not to. It's not like I'm gonna get a better time, and then we draw back into him. I'll play him on the middle floor. And we'll ping away one of the other welders. We don't have to think about this too much. We're gonna take it from here, I'm pretty confident. I don't really care too much about Pyre damage taken at this point. I think we have enough Pyre health to live. Alright. Oh yeah, we have another Space Prism. I forgot. I think we... Maybe I should just last stand here. I think I will actually just last stand. I'm gonna get rid of you first. Oh wait, no, I can't get rid of you if I'm gonna last stand because I want to play both Mutilations. Interesting, interesting, some may even say. I think it's fine to just last stand here. I don't even wipe the floor off of it, which is interesting as well. Go ahead and drop a... I'll drop a spike back here. That's fine with me. I think this floor will kill Seraph. I'm pretty confident. We also have, like, the collection of tails just making these imps sit down here and beat the shit out of enemies is pretty funny to me. Alright, we're second to last wave here. Here come the Excavated Embers. Not a ton to do on this turn. Ping off the Welder Helper, I suppose. And gotta keep the imps alive. I gotta keep them alive. It's important, trust me. Don't ask why. You don't need to know. But this is the point where you go, okay, now it would be cool to have multi-strike on our prince, right? Obviously, a little too late. The getting here is too difficult to make multi-strike a viable line, but still, it would be fun. Brings back Imp in a box. Oh, if he ever brings back, he brings back the double rage card, right? Whatever it's called, I can never remember the name. Last Stand, that is it. If he brings back Last Stand, we go insane as well. Go imp-sane, perhaps? You know, make this a real endless imp pun sort of situation. Yeah, it's just 117 damage to a heavy because of a floor of imps. How does it feel, you big nerd? Okay, we win, right? Yeah, so we win, and now we just flex. We just flex. That was 406 armor. You gained 200 armor from that Transcendent. And 20 or 20 energy. A good one. A good old-fashioned down-home imp run. This is so one of the starts that you can roll for if you want a free win is Umbra main Trample Penumbra Void Binding start. You can, outside of just never see, unless you don't see holdover or double stack in any of your magic shops, you can just win off of those two cards, right? You can power remove everything else and just stack a bunch of rage on your Penumbra. I think that an Imp in a Box start is a similar one, although you do need to find Transcendent, I guess. I don't know, would we have won without Transcendent? I guess it would have been closer. But still pretty solid, right? Duplicate a bunch of Imp in a Boxes, remove everything else, and you kind of just chill. Cool one. Big fan of Imps now. I have been Imp converted. Convert Imp. Alright, I'm gonna end the episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.